It's time for Did You Watch It?
How does this show work? We watch what we like, we talk about what we watched, and maybe you'll like what you hear. I'm Liz.
And I'm Neil.
Last night, we watched episode 5 of The Bachelor Season 18. The show aired on Monday, February 3rd, 2014. Here's what we thought about it.
I got home from work today. I sat down in front of the computer with my bowl of chili and my little shot of Cointreau Noir. And I said to myself, why am I sitting here right now? And the answer was, I love a good story.
Exactly.
Even though they call this reality television, this has nothing to do with reality to me.
All right. I know.
So that's how I have to look at it.
Just let me live in my fantasy.
Finally, the one-on-one date with Renee.
Finally!
I literally applauded when her name got called.
The dark horse.
Yes. She's not that dark.
No, but I mean,
not that dark.
She's advancing quickly.
Yeah, but I also noticed that he always speaks about her in terms of she and I, or her and I.
Yes.
It's never we.
Well, he did say that they're the same. He said we are the same. So in that regard, I think he sees her so much like himself.
And so then it really breaks down to how does he feel about himself?
Well, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, I know, really.
We can't even go there
right.
In the time that we've got.
Her dress was slamming.
Yes, the custom fit. And I thought it was so cute that he did that for her.
Yeah.
His reason why he did it, I thought was so cute.
Yes.
Come on.
Dangerously close to rescue, but I know,
but it's
concur.
like she does stuff for everybody else, and he just wanted to treat her and have her be able to take something unique away from their date, which I thought was great.
Yeah, it was very good. And, it's like I've not been shy about my affection toward Renee from the very beginning.
Yes, you have not. She's awesome.
She's very awesome, but I also have a problem swooning over this person who hadn't even gotten to kindergarten when Wham broke up. No baby daddy drama. But I love the fact that when they were shopping, they both really wanted to get Camila and Ben gifts. I thought that was super cute. She did get a rose.
No surprise. I think he's finally seeing her in more of a womanly light instead of this chaste mom figure.
See, I think he always saw her in that light, and what led me to that conclusion was his explanation as to why he hadn't been kissing her. Knowing how much she wanted to kiss him, I was still pulling for her to get the kiss.
Me too!
The justification that, he didn't want to do it because of, Ben might be watching and he didn't want to... Look.
No, it's BS.
I'm sorry. It's crap.
Because Ben is watching the entire show with him making out with all of these women. Yeah.
It's like, he kissed that one.
Exactly.
And that one. And he even did the nasty with
that one.
How come he didn't kiss you, Mama?
Exactly. So, yeah, I agree. His reasonings are BS.
I call bullshit. But
anyway. I call bullshit on a few things from this episode.
Oh, Lord.
So...
the bullshittery is just mounting.
It's off the charts.
Yes, it is. Then we had the group date with Charlene, Chelsea, Kat, Cassandra, Claire, Kelly, Allie, Danielle, and Andy.
And I'm not sure who's irritating me more in this episode, Andy, Claire, or Nikki. Because they're all irritating me so much.
Okay, I think Nikki is a hangover.
I don't know what her deal is. Yeah. She's just like, what happened?
This show, believe me, Nikki was barely a blip.
But the stuff she was saying, when she was talking about how she always gets a rose on a group date, well, that's stupid because I always do. Please, really?
But she always does.
I know, but could you be more full of yourself?
Yeah, well,
it's just terribly unappealing.
I agree. I like Chelsea.
I love Chelsea.
Her joke about how she was going on a one-on-one date with Allie.
Oh, yeah.
And it just so happened that Juan Pablo came along.
Exactly. And also, everybody's saying that they were basically tagging along on a one-on-one date with Claire.
Yeah.
Which was so true.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she totally monopolized everything.
Okay, a question, since you are the Bachelor historian in the room.
Okay.
Is this an ongoing thing where the girls
what you're gonna
get
say.
that whole insecurity thing, and it's like I just don't feel like we're
totally
bonding and
no,
stuff.
Neil,
and then they
Neil,
tie into
this is how it goes. Even though everybody knows they're going on a show with 25 other women who are vying for the affections of one guy, they go through this whole thing where it's just like, oh, I haven't seen you in a day since our last one-on-one date, and I'm just questioning.
Really?
It's kind of what happens.
Really?
It happens over and over and over again.
Note to Cassandra, the whole community garden concept is not new. We are in the Pasadena area.
Yes.
Not more than 4 miles from City Hall. There are a number of community gardens.
I know, but the thing is, it's Cassandra. How old is she? 21?
She's 21 from
She doesn't
Michigan.
even know how to spell community.
Yeah.
Leave alone know what a community garden is.
How many, I think this was Kelly that made this little statement about walking up to this house and just happening to get invited to dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? How many Vietnamese homes do you know of that have a dining room table that can seat 10 comfortably?
12.
I was being...
Or whatever.
Exactly.
I agree. Plus, it was just weird the way it all went down. Oh, hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Can we come in and sit down and have dinner?
Right, since I've never met you before in my life.
Kelly, come on, get it together.
Claire getting the rose was disappointing.
And his comments, ay, she's on fire.
Yeah.
What did he say?
En fuego.
En fuego.
En fuego. I did have a little potential mistaken identity situation pop up. Claire said, oh, I've never taken a swim in the ocean before, and I really want to share this verse with one person. Okay, I thought, okay, maybe she lives in Kansas City. No. But then I had to check my notes. It's Nikki that's from Kansas City. Claire lives in Sacramento.
Exactly.
It's 90 miles from Fisherman's Wharf.
There were so
right
many
there.
Things that were just stupid about that. It's 4 a.m.
Thank you.
He's a dad trying to bring his best A game
here's
to national television.
Okay, after that little 4 a.m. swim, I don't want him with Renee now. Well, I think she's too good for him.
Well, yeah, you just may be right. On the group date, taking Claire to his suite? What is that? I mean, how long were they gone for? A half an hour?
Oh,
I mean,
God.
They had to swim in the pool, dry off, redress.
Boo.
I mean, the girls were fit to be tied, but I don't blame them.
We just call that the big flame out before the ashes.
I guess. I don't know. One other really weird comment that I have to make note of.
Yes.
And this just goes back to my whole theory about Charlene. Okay. She's just way too calculated and guarded and stiff and whatever. I don't know. But she says, and I quote, I just want to be a panda in a room of brown bears.
I had to,
I mean, seriously.
I really...
Did the writers have to come up with that for her?
I have no idea where that came from.
I want to be a panda in a room of brown bears. Sorry. That comment just had note.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing genuine about Charlene ever since the whole sure.
Yeah.
Ever since then?
Yeah. It's all kind of gone by the wayside.
I'm sick. The casting coordinators probably said, come on, Charlene, get it together. The one-on-one date with Nikki.
Who is still bugging me.
Nikki's always bugging me. She's
okay,
been bugging
but I
me for
liked
2
her.
weeks.
I liked her in the beginning, and then it just all came out. Like, who is this person?
All right, the little monologue that she had about why she became a pediatric nurse.
That was touching.
Okay, it reminded me why I liked her at the beginning.
Exactly.
The thing is, it didn't make me forget how she acted last week.
Exactly. I'm either gonna live or die or poop my pants.
Hey.
Really?
To be perfectly honest, I didn't want her to die. I just assumed that she would live because it's on TV. But the poop in her pants option was almost too good to pass up.
Oh my God.
I said, go for it, girl. Let it fly.
Hilarious. But I was really proud of her for sticking it out.
You know what? We don't know how long.
Was that the poop in the pants?
Well, it could be. But the bottom line is we don't know how long they were there.
I know. It wasn't like the Suicide Bridge where it was like sun up, sun down.
Sun down. It's like it's the sun is up, and they were complaining about how early they had to get up to get there. So we don't know what condition it was by the time they got down in hell. So,
I hear you, and they were in hell.
So then we go to the cocktail party and the announcement that 3 women are going home this week.
Yes.
Oh, the silence was deafening.
Well, and this is what I've kind of been saying the last couple of weeks. We're getting down to the point where there's going to be bigger eliminations. The eliminations are going to be harder.
And bigger drama.
Oh,
God. I like the fact that once Renee basically schooled him and told him, look, he's a big boy. He can take it. And
he was like, shut up and kiss me. And it was hot. It was on.
Well, there you go. And the music crescendoed.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And then did you see his expression when he pulled away? It was like, oh, God, thank you.
So I like the fact that Claire got the Victoria talk.
Victoria talk?
Yeah. Remember when Juan Pablo went to the hotel room to have a talk with Victoria before he sent her home, right? I
get it.
I like that Claire got the Victoria talk, but I thought it was candy ass. It was candy ass that he brought Camilla into the discussion.
Because if he really was not into it, he would have said no when she came to the door at freaking 4 a.m. Because that's happened before.
Yeah. Oh, it has?
Yes.
Okay.
There's always somebody who tries to get a little quote-unquote one-on-one time in the middle of the night in the room.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
I wasn't crazy about that whole line of discussion. And
it was more like remorse. I realized what I did and how it must have looked.
Yeah.
Now maybe I gotta clean it up.
Yeah. And it's like, don't bring her into the discussion. Leave her out. Take responsibility for the stuff that you do.
Own it. Can we just get to Andy?
Oh, God. Go ahead.
If she complained any more in this episode...
She'd have been Nikki.
Exactly. She'd have been Nikki. Oh, my God. That's so true.
Oh, God. It's like... I just don't know what's going on. Right? And so then...
dramatic.
After Juan Pablo and Claire had their little discussion...
Yes.
We got a full dose of Craig Ferguson's awkward pause at the cocktail party.
Oh, that was awkward.
Palpable. It was like...
uncomfortable.
I felt bad. It's like...
I kind of wanted to leave the room and come back at another point in the show and see if it was still going.
I'm pressing fast forward.
Exactly. Yeah, it was awful. Can you imagine being there? I would not have wanted to be there. Yeah. And the whole thing... Oh, I have allergies. Please. Really?
Please.
Come on, can you just be an adult?
The rose ceremony was no surprise to me.
No.
Danielle, the psychiatric nurse.
She's such a class act, though.
She is. She was way too classy for this group.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we also said goodbye to Allie, which was not a surprise.
Yeah. Allie kind of looked like Andy to me, so I just was getting them confused all the time. I'm sorry. It's like... interchangeable brunettes. I just couldn't.
Very good.
Seriously.
Okay, I can see that. And
sorry.
A 2-for-1 offer. We get rid of Kelly and Molly.
Oh, Molly.
Yeah. So we lose
Notice
Kelly's...
I didn't say, Kelly.
No.
Molly's cute. Kelly's nice.
Funny.
Kelly's funny.
But
I love the one-liners.
But she's snarky in her humor.
Yeah.
So...
we knew that wasn't going to last.
Next week, if it's only my top 2 for next week... To go.
Okay.
Would be Kat and Claire.
Yeah.
Because Kat definitely has to go.
And you saw some of the previews, right, for next week?
Oh,
so it gets intense.
Oh, yeah.
And I get the feeling that Claire fights back.
Oh, of course.
And calls him on the bullshittery.
Absolutely. Which she should.
As she should.
I don't blame her for that.
Exactly. No,
I don't blame her at all.
I don't either.
But, but she still needs to go home. She needed to go home last week.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Her and Nikki. All right.
Watch. It's gonna come down to Renee and Nikki, who I called in week 1, by the way.
As finalists?
Yeah. Because Andy's gonna implode.
Andy is gonna implode.
Yeah.
Oh, don't predict yet. Yeah. There's too much to come. We have to wait. I do say Renee is gonna make it to the end, though.
Yes, she is.
But I don't know who will be accompanying her.
It won't be
on
Charlene?
that journey. And you don't know about the whole hometown dates and all this stuff yet.
Hometown dates?
Yeah. We'll get there.
What, they're going to Germany?
No. Just be patient. We'll get there. I'll
Lord.
explain it all to you.
Okay.
I'll bring you along.
Well, I kind of look forward to this explanation, although I don't look forward to the actual execution.
Well, I'll make a fan out of you yet.
No, honey, you don't have that kind of power. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Love you to death, but know your limits. That's our time for today. Now we'd like to hear what you thought about it. You can comment, tweet, like, or just tell a friend. Thank you for listening.